Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this?
Average Jocks fans, welcome back to another great episode this week. We are lucky to have second part of my cousins that have played hockey. Scott's son Chase. Welcome to the podcast, Chase. Oh wow, welcome to the podcast, Chase. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, it's great to be here, guys. Thanks for reaching out and getting me on.
Hey, anytime. And just in case people didn't see, Adam was referring to his cousin Scott Pearson, who was on a few weeks ago. This is our first father-son duo.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Hopefully many more, but I don't know who else has kids that we've had on.
We maybe get the Nolans.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know. Yeah.
One of the many Sutters.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. No, but yeah, well, you have to thank Kenton. Kenton's the one that gave me your number, so.
Oh, Kenton did.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking message Kenton after he's
That's
like,
all right.
use my number.
Give it to him.
Yeah.
Give it to
How
him.
do you know him? How do you know Kenton?
I met Kenton in college, and then when your dad got married to Debbie, my mom texted me and she's like, I'm at Scott and Debbie's wedding, and I'm sitting here with this kid named Kenton. He knows you. And I'm like, there's only one fucking Kenton in the world that I know. And I'm like, it's got to be him. And then she takes a picture of them two. It's them two. And I still go see him. He cut my hair for my wedding, like all the guys at the wedding. And like, I'm still really good friends with him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Ottawa and Cornwall are small towns.
Well, and like, it's so close, right? And I mean, I don't trust many people to cut my hair here in Cornwall. So.
Well, apparently neither does Chase.
Well.
No, I'm trying to find the right barber because my hair's been growing for about 3 months now.
That's wild.
If that's only 3 months, that's wild.
I
mean, it's probably like 2.5 years now, but the last time I got it trimmed was 3 months ago.
Oh, okay.
That's fair. I mean, hair just like your dad, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, we got some Scott Pearson photos here. He's rocking a pretty sweet mully. Maybe you should just get a perm. Not a cut, just a perm.
I'll give you my Venmo and see how much you send to it, and then I'll do it.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. You know what? I've already made a bet with Cabby. I'll make a bet with Chase. If he wins, I'll get a perm. If I win,
Okay.
A perm for your wedding?
Yeah, I'll get a perm. I think Max Domi touches up his perm. We have a similar haircut.
I mean, Max is.
I don't know. I don't know if I can do a perm with my hair, to be honest.
Why?
I don't know.
Isn't it straight as a board, your hair? Just like your dad's hair was pretty straight, wasn't it?
Yeah, mine's pretty straight.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
think perm's the way to go. If I could grow my hair out long,
why not? Yeah. Like, what's that guy that had no hair in the top of his head? And
Al Lafrat.
Yeah, him.
Skullet.
Like 80% of the male population.
Yeah.
In the US.
Yeah, Al Lafrat. That was a wild skullet.
Only thing that guy won the hardest shot, but
beauty.
Oh, yeah.
Well, enough talking about Al Lafrat and hair. So Chase, before we started recording, Adam was talking about your off-season plans. You're probably the first guy we've had on that's still playing in North America. We've had guys that are still playing, but mostly in Europe. You talked about some of your off-season plans, but how much does that? How do you balance like fun and then training?
Good question. Actually, I'm not asked that often, but I think the biggest thing it comes down to me is obviously when the season ends, it's like 7 months and you're skating every day, and it's a long season with travel and everything, especially in the American League. The bus trips are just, my back is 40 years old and I'm 25. So But yeah, no, biggest thing is, right when the season ends, I normally take a couple of weeks off, just reset my whole body and mind, and then get to a place where I want to play hockey again, right? And then from there, usually biggest thing for me is just have a schedule. So like I know every day for 5 days I'll be working out, and then the weekends I'll have off. Or maybe I'll do Monday, Tuesday morning workout with the skate, Wednesday yoga, Thursday, Friday 1 day workout, 1 day skate, right, and then something on the weekend, just be active. But I pretty much try and break it up into segments as far as my summer training goes. So like you have the first phase is kind of rebuilding that strength that you lost over the season. Um, and then you get into more of like plyometrics, dynamic sprint stuff towards training camp. But yeah, I usually just try and stick to a schedule. I think it helps me. I don't plan out my fun unless I'm going on a trip, but usually try and golf throughout the week. And I got a lot of hobbies outside of hockey that I can keep busy with too. So.
Well, you're saying you're a musician. You play guitar. Have you written any of your own songs, or do you just do covers?
I've written a few songs, but do I want people to hear them yet? Definitely not.
You know what?
It's-
Maybe we'll contract you to write our
song?
our intro for season 2 of Average Jocks podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'll send you some demo tapes then.
Hey, that's lit. Send me a
That's-
mixtape,
yeah,
baby.
it's all
Yeah,
that.
a mixtape.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, so like when you're back home in Atlanta, like I'm assuming it's pretty easy to find ice, but like are you skating by yourself? Are you skating with guys from like the American League, DO? Like how are you training? Like I mean you're not going out there playing 100%, but like are you skating by yourself, or like do you have guys with you?
Normally I have, so there's a group of us down here. One guy's played in the American League for a little bit. Most of the guys play on the coast, but there's probably 3 or 4 of us that consistently go out there and do, skill drills probably twice a week as the summer progresses. But Tuesday, Thursday, we have a big scrimmage that a lot of guys come from. So we'll get, I'm probably the guy playing at the highest level in North America. There's some European guys, and then a lot of guys on the coast, and some younger kids in juniors and prep school and stuff like that come out to skate. My dad still skates, so.
I was gonna
There
say,
you go.
and
So-
your dad's still a machine. Like
Yeah.
I asked him this story, and he didn't really go into detail because he was so humble. It's when you guys came to the house at Christmas. We were living where your Aunt Lori lives,
Yeah.
and your dad came, and his lip was just torn apart because you guys were playing in a charity game, and some guy high sticked him in the face, blew up his
Yeah.
lip, and your dad didn't even lead the game. The guy that was, if I remember correctly, I think this is what he said. The guy that was coaching was a dentist, and he just stitched him up and was like, "Yeah, I'm going back out there." Like,
That sounds about right.
yeah, that's so.
Yeah.
I love that.
That sounds right.
He came from an era that like you didn't have to go.
Yeah,
Like what was it the other night or last night actually? I was watching the Oilers Kings, and Evan Bouchard got a fucking nasty cross check from Adrian Kempe in the back, like right in the numbers, maybe a foot or two from the board, super dangerous. And he just had like a minor cut, and you seen blood, but it like wasn't dripping or anything. But they made him go off and get it whatever cleaned up before he can come back. And it's like back in the day, your jersey's full of blood. You're like, yeah, I know I'm good, coach.
yeah.
Like,
Well, look at that.
Yeah.
Like, even the guy from Winnipeg, fucking 75.
Morgan Barron.
oh, Morgan Barron,
yeah.
that was
Yeah,
fucking
that was-
nasty.
That was a bad one.
And like the worst thing was, it was like the defenseman, like when he cross-checked him, he kind of like rubbed his face on the skate a little bit. Like he didn't mean to because he didn't know what was going on. But like you watch in slow motion, you see his cheek go up and down. I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
Right.
it's you take that risk when you're out there, right? So
Yeah.
unfortunately it happens. It's bound to, right? When you don't wear a full shield and you have blades and sticks and elbow pads running around wild out there.
Like, could you think of playing the game as fast as you guys play without a visor? Like some of the guys like have been grandfathered in with no visor. Like,
Man, it's crazy. I even sometimes, like, you wear your half shield and sometimes you're like, oh God, if you don't have anything out there, you're going out to block a shot. I can't imagine going down on like a knee and getting lower. I would just be thinking the whole time, this puck's gonna hit me square in the forehead.
Like that makes me think of like, I don't know if you would watch any Ottawa games, but like Anton Volchenkov, just for the longest time, guy just sliding across the ice.
No,
board to
no
board.
Yeah, no visor.
Yeah.
No, he had a visor, but just a psychopath. Like,
Yeah.
I'd wear a visor, but what do you call that? Like the half, like visor with a cage.
Oh my God! Some guy I play hockey with wears that. I skate by him all the time, like Iceland, because he looks like the guys. He looks like the guys from Mighty Ducks.
What is
Oh
that?
my
D3?
gosh.
Is that D3 when they played Iceland?
It's when
Or
they get.
D2?
It's when they get all the extra players. I don't know. I mean, that's showing.
But no, that's I'm definitely rocking that.
Yeah, that's ugly. Don't wear that.
I'm doing it. You know what's worse though? I used to wear a tinted visor in fucking men's pickup, and it wasn't even by choice. That's what fucking Canadian Tire had left, and because I was rocking none, and my mom's like, "You gotta wear something."
Yeah.
And
I'm a big bitch.
just had tinted, and I looked like Ovi out there. Looked like Ovi, played like Bissonnette, and
Yeah.
It'll work on your one-timer.
Yeah.
oh, terrible. Yeah.
So
Hands like Bissonnette, but
Yeah.
skate like Bufflin.
Yeah.
Very slow. Man mountain.
Oh man.
So like this year, you guys finished your season. You guys, your captain Brian Lashoff is hanging up the skates. If I seen that correctly, what kind of guy was he in the dressing room? Like he's team captain for you, like the Griffins for a while. Like
Yeah.
that's gonna.
Let me go. I gotta get something, and I want to show you this because you're gonna be like, that's what this guy is. It's hilarious. Yeah. No, he's an absolute legend though. This guy's everyone around the league respects him and loves him. So we wore these. I don't know if anyone in the public knows this yet, but we wore these. He came into his last.
That's beauty.
Came into his last game, and we had all these in our stalls, and we all wore them, getting dressed and stuff. So it's just for anyone listening, it's a picture of him. It just says legend underneath.
That's
awesome.
That's wicked. Yeah, because like I follow the Facebook page and the Instagram page, and it was like you guys. He was stretching, and everyone was doing what he was doing. It was pretty wicked.
Yeah.
Like you guys gave him like the
good send off.
Yeah, the good send off.
Yeah, well, so our original plan was to literally just copy everything he does. So he gets off at like the 8-minute mark or 7-minute mark in warmups. He's not out there for a while. So originally, So we were originally planning to everyone on the team, including the goalies, get off then. But then we all decided like, maybe we should just do our own routine. So we settled on, because he gets out there and starts stretching immediately, like a couple laps and then stretches. So he fired around the ice a couple of times, shot the pucks, and then he got down and started stretching, and so we all just immediately dropped to the ice and started stretching too. We're like, that'd be funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
but great guy though.
Yeah, no, and he's been he's been in the league a long time.
Yeah, I think 18 sounds too long.
18 does sound long.
Making things up.
I think, quick Google search the hockey DB and I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So but he was there my 4 years in Grand Rapids.
So what's the process like now? Like, and I mean, maybe it's different compared because you were captain in Maine. Like what's the process when it comes to like AHL or even the NHL whenever they're deciding captains? Like, is that just straight up to the coach? Is there a vote in the dressing room? Like,
that's a good question. I think a lot of times it's up partially to management, partially to the coach. We don't have a vote. You just kind of come in and probably before the season they pick someone that they know is going to be the leader and captain of the team, and then they just assign it to him. I guess at least like since I've been there, it was my first year was Matt Ford, and then the last 3 years was Brian. So I never voted for him. I would have even if we had one, but yeah, I think they just decide on it answer. And then and then they go for that route anyways. But yeah, that's the only experience I've had because I've only been with Detroit. So
yeah, I mean, hell of an organization to be with, especially Stevie Y taking over. That must be pretty cool. Like, how much contact do you guys have with the big club when it comes to, I guess, management or coaching? Like, do you see anybody down? Like when you're playing in Grand Rapids, like does Stevie Y ever come into the dressing room or or come down to see you guys or anything like that?
Yeah, so I mean, if anything, you'll just see him in the coach's office after games, probably asking questions about guys. A lot of times getting injury updates from our trainers to see who's healthy, right? But for the most part, they stay out of visible view of us
Yeah.
a lot of times. I think that that's purposeful,
Mhm.
especially down there. They don't want guys knowing that, hey, they're in the building, so it makes them nervous before the game or whatever. They're thinking about it while they're playing, right? They probably want guys to just go play and then they can evaluate them from up top. But for the most part, you don't see them. If anything, you see mostly the GM, Sean Horkoff, in Detroit and Grand Rapids. Sometimes he'd come down after the games and talk to the coaches or between periods. I'd sometimes see him come down and talk to him. So I don't know what's being said, but yeah, he makes his presence more known.
I mean, that's kind of cool though, because Horkov was captain in Edmonton,
Yeah.
and I mean, he was a staple of a player as well. Like when he was playing, even before being captain. Like, is that a good, like, I guess, mentor to have, even though he's GM and not necessarily coaching, but like somebody that you can like bounce ideas off of or tips or kind of like motivation?
I think the first few years I was with Detroit, so I was drafted and he was player development. At that time, he was more hands-on and we'd have a lot more contact because he'd be the one watching us and sending us clips and stuff and just stuff to learn from, right? But since he's taken the general manager role, it's mostly hands-off. He's never on the ice or anything or pulling guys aside, really. Yeah, I think it's more of a hands-off approach once you're at that level. But before a player development role, obviously he came on the ice and would do a lot more drills and specific things in guys' games that he'd see, he would talk about. But since he's made the next step, it's not really been like that.
I guess my only other question is like my knowledge of GMs comes from playing Chell. I love be a GM, man. I love running my franchise. But that being said, like GM of an AHL team, like, so when it comes to contract negotiations or trades or any minor league moves, is it Sean that you're negotiating with, or Sean that's been like, hey, I just pulled the trigger on a trade, or does this come down again to Stevie and then Sean's just kind of like the middleman, like, hey Chase, by the way, pack your fucking bags?
Well, most of the time what it is, so depending on your contract, right? So there's guys signed with Detroit that be with the minor league team, and it's like that in every organization. So if you're on an NHL contract, you would be dealing with, if it was a trade, it's probably most likely Steve, but still Hork more because he's more hands-on in Grand Rapids and Steve's more with the big club, right? But if you're on an American League deal, you'd be dealing directly with Horkoff. It wouldn't really be Yzerman at all in that sense, but it all goes through your agent anyways. So I think when you get traded, it's probably a call from the GM saying, hey, thanks, we traded you to here. You're on this flight later today or whatever. So
like how, like I know, like when so, well, I guess we'll talk about when you got drafted. Like, where were you? Do you remember where you were and like what were you doing? And how did you like got the phone call? Like, did you like also too before, like, two-part question because I am all over the place. Fuck
no, it's good.
Yeah, words are tough, man.
Man, words are tough for me on a daily basis. But so, like, did you know Detroit was interested in you, or was that just like you fell to them? And then...
yeah, I kind of just go in the process. So I went to the NHL Combine that summer, which would have been in, I think it was June or July that year. I don't really remember. And you have meetings with teams. So I forget how many meetings I had, but I remember leaving, and Boston was, I felt like Boston was pretty interested. Detroit was kind of on my radar, but not really. And then Winnipeg as well. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I just know I have fucking ADHD, and if I don't ask the question as it pops in my head,
forget it. I get it.
So just on that, like these combine meetings, this is another thing. When I'm not playing Chell, I'm playing Madden. And I normally play Be a Pro. I'm always pick QB. And you're sitting in these meetings. Are like, who's in on these meetings? Like, is this GMs? Is this coaches? Like,
Player development.
Yeah.
It's all of the above. Like you'd go into the meeting and there'd be some teams would have 5 people there, other teams would have 15 people, including
Holy
scouts.
fuck.
Yeah, so you're sitting there and they're asking, peppering you with questions, right?
And like, what kind of questions is this? Like, Chase, what animal do you best associate with? What's your favorite pizza topping? Like,
Yeah,
what are they asking you?
There's
Because I remember like job interviews, like some people would throw a fucking question, and I'm like, man, I'm just trying to fucking work at Wendy's. Like,
Yeah.
chill the fuck out. Like,
yeah, there was some crazy ones. I'm sure you've heard of guys asking like math equations.
no.
Wow.
So is
really?
this like
I don't
Goodwill
know.
Hunting?
Again, I could be making this up. I heard that someone was asked that at some point, but most of the time it's just what kind of person you off the ice. What do you like to do in your free time? Do you smoke weed a lot? Like,
I feel
And-
like that's a new thing nowadays, like with the
Yeah.
younger generations. I mean, you were drafted in 2015,
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
like,
And I mean, what do they determine as a lot? Like, I would need them to specify that question. Oh fuck, I'm fucking stoner. You meant you got the question a lot,
Yeah.
not them
Yeah.
asking the
Yeah.
quantity that you smoke. I'm
yeah.
an idiot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No, but they'd ask if you do, and then like, have you ever drank and stuff, and they're just looking for honest answers. Like,
Yeah.
I could have gone in there, and if they said, "Have you drank?" and I said no, they would have been like, "This kid's fucking lying straight to
this
my
kid's a
face."
fucking
Yeah, you ever smoke the
Yeah.
devil's lettuce?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
No, but they just want to get to know you a little bit, what kind of
Yeah.
person you are, right? For the most part, obviously, there's some. I'm trying to remember what kind of questions. There was one crazy one that I think that someone asked me something wild one, but I can't remember. Sorry. It would have
No,
been cool if
it's
I
all
did,
good.
but I don't remember.
hey, if you
So
remember
long ago.
halfway through, just put your hand up and we'll let you
Yeah,
answer.
I will. I'll go like this. Yeah.
Yeah, wicked. Absolutely wicked. I love it.
All right,
'Cause-
continue on your process. I'll
Yeah.
try not to interrupt again.
Yeah. Where was that? Where did I leave off there?
We were talking about you were being asked.
Oh, draft.
Boston, Detroit.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah. So I left speaking with them and had a good feeling. Whatever. But I wasn't expecting to go top few rounds. I was more like I'm probably gonna be mid round, 3rd to 5. And so anyways, the draft that summer was in Florida, so we live in Atlanta. I ended up going to the draft. So I went to Sunrise, Florida, where the Panthers play. Didn't go the first day because I knew I wasn't going to go first round or second round, whatever. And then went the second day, sat through 3rd, 4th, and then 5th round came, and I was like, okay, I forget. There's a couple teams up around there that I potentially was like, all right, this is like time I could be getting drafted here.
Mhm.
And anyways, then Detroit came and they picked me, and then my papa Gary, right?
Yeah,
He was
oh,
a big
yeah,
Wings.
yeah,
He was a
yeah.
huge Wings fan. He passed away now, but
Yeah.
he
Mhm.
loved Gordie Howe, massive Wings fan. So it was special because they drafted me, and then I had my mom there, him, my dad, Debbie, grandma, sister, everyone there that was important to me.
Yeah,
So
Gary
they-
was
they-
an absolute beauty.
yeah, he was. You met him too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was friends
Yeah.
with my grandfather. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was great, but he was huge Wings fan. Oh, I got to shout out Lori and Dave too, or else they'll probably listen to this and be like, "Oh yeah, you forgot about me." But yeah. But so yeah, that was pretty cool to get drafted by them. But did I know it was going to be the Wings? Definitely not. I didn't really think that. And then when it came, it was awesome.
So I went to the draft last year in Montreal. In the first round alone was like fucking 6 hours. Like, it was long.
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
first few picks, it's like anticipation, and then it's just like my ass is numb. Like, I gotta stand up.
Yeah.
Like, how
Yeah.
long is it? Because rounds 2 through 7 aren't normally televised. Like, how long is it sitting there? Like, obviously, I don't think everybody's going up, getting jersey, photos, handshakes, shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
is it just like Chase Pearson, okay, next team, whatever? Like, how does that work?
So, first round, obviously there's more of a production behind it, right? Because it's
Mhm.
televised and everything. Second round through 7 there is now
Yeah.
is televised, I believe, but it's quicker. So normally how it works is they'll call your name, and then each team has a table. So what happened is when I got drafted, I went down, went to the table, shook hands with Chris Draper, and it
Yeah.
was Ken Holland at the time that was in the draft, but those guys talk to them, and then they bring you up to this different area where all the players and families go that had just been drafted, and then everyone comes up and they have food and drinks and stuff, and
What's a spread like there?
Oh, it was
What's
just.
Gary Bettman putting out for a spread?
I think I don't even remember. It couldn't have been that great.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say probably something cheap. That little fuck.
Probably no
Probably
name.
just
Yeah,
cheese
yeah,
and
no name,
yeah,
no name chips.
exactly.
Yeah,
and not the good ones, like the
Yeah.
shitty ones.
No.
yeah,
Yeah.
You fuck up a bag of any chips, but
yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
yeah.
Like not even great flavors.
No,
Like,
no, yeah, the shitty ones.
like just plain.
yeah.
No salt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the lightly salted chips that
Yeah.
fucking piss me off.
Lately, yeah.
Might
Exactly.
as well just eat air. Like it's just
Yeah.
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 Calories.
Because I remember I was keeping up with the draft like that. I remember I was on the score app, fucking reloading, fucking
Ooh.
waiting.
Yeah.
You know, well, fuck. I knew you were gonna
No,
go.
I just
Yeah.
that you were refreshing the fact that your app of choice is the score.
It's not anymore. Well, it's not anymore, but at the time,
That
whatever.
was cutting edge in 2015.
Yeah, just getting thrown under the bus here. And
Well, no, I know absolutely nobody that's app of choice was the score.
why? You ever used it?
No, like it was always TSN. TSN had a dedicated app to hockey.
Oh, okay, yeah,
It was
that's fair.
TSN
See,
hockey,
The
and
score is everything. Like, especially with me loving football and shit.
yeah,
baseball,
yeah.
So
I don't know. That was just I've never heard anybody say that. It's more of a shock. Sorry.
I'm a man of many fucking
Yeah, weird things.
yeah.
Mm.
And I was eating breakfast at Spinners, and you got drafted. I was fucking hyped. Everybody else looked at me like I was weird, but
You like
That's hilarious.
yeah, I was with Sandy, and I was like, "Fuck
Sandy.
yeah, let's go!"
I love it.
Everyone's looking at me. I'm like, okay, I'm not
Yeah.
crazy, but no, yeah, I remember that was fucking wicked. We were real happy for you. Oh, I know my brother.
Yeah.
Like my brother went to a. I think he. Well, that's where he got this shirt. I think he went to a game.
Yeah. Yeah,
game or
I
two.
remember.
Yeah.
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 I was gonna say you guys got both the Wings and the Griffin shirt. That's awesome.
Yeah, I went to before they tore down the Joe, and
Oh, did you?
got it. Yeah, I got in a Detroit game. Great arena.
Yeah.
Great arena. Definitely would love to go see Little Caesars, but
Yeah, it's way nicer.
the Joe was wild, like history wise, like goosebumps being in there.
Yeah.
And I'm dating myself, but it's a Johan Franzen, the mule.
That's wicked.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was wild.
And we're promoting
Ugly as fuck, but so good.
Yeah. And we're promoting our poster for the first time.
Yeah,
so-
our new look.
Is that the first time? It looks like
yeah,
it looks
yeah, you're
like it's
taking
been there the whole time.
our
That's awesome.
virginity for the new set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks dynamite. We were pretty hyped before you came
Yeah.
on. I think that's why we fucked up the first call. We were just so hyped, and then we're like, well,
Yeah, panic move, deleted it, had to make a new one.
No, that's all right. It looks good. The centered perfectly too, right between your guys' heads is great.
Yeah, no, we attempted.
yeah, finally.
Yeah.
It's only taken us 28 episodes, but we figured it out. Fuck, that's great. So like, when you did you? I fuck, I can't figure it out. Man. Holy fuck!
Get it out.
You're
So-
good.
When you got drafted to the O, correct?
Yeah.
Correct, and then you chose to go back to Maine
hmm
to continue to play hockey, like because the rule is as soon as you play in the O, you can't go back to university.
Yeah.
Like, was that an easy decision for you, or were you like, you know what, I think I have a better chance to get my education, finish hockey, and then go to then continue on?
So actually, when I got drafted to the O in Oshawa, I was obviously, my dad had a big part in that time of my life, especially I was younger. I didn't really know he kind of he had been through the entire process. So I was listening to him, and I got drafted. I actually went to, when I was 16, I went to a rookie camp or some kind of camp for Oshawa, but I only was there for 48 hours or something, because then you would have lost my eligibility to play at college.
Yeah.
So I went, and they actually wanted me to sign there and play there that year, and I was like, no, I'm gonna wait. So then I got drafted into the USHL to Youngstown Phantoms.
Yeah.
And I ended up saying, you know what, I'm gonna wait a year, and that's when I went to Youngstown's camp. They said you can play, but you're not gonna play all the games this year. You're gonna be in and out, whatever. And I was like, okay. What are my options? And then my dad was like, why don't you go play in Cornwall, actually, for the Colts, which is the junior A team there. So my 16th year, I decided to go play for them for 1 year. And then if I still wanted to go to the OHL, I could have, right, or gone to Youngstown. But so that summer was interesting, actually. after my first year juniors in Cornwall, Windsor traded for my rights in the O, and we had a sit down meeting, and they wanted to sign me for that year. They ended up winning the Memorial Cup, and I chose to go back to Youngstown and then go to college.
Wow.
Any
Yeah.
regret there?
No, I don't regret it. I did the right thing. I wouldn't have played in the NHL if I'd gone to the O.
No.
You know, and like
No.
you made like you had 3 great years in Maine. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, and I
Mhm.
mean, those fucking jerseys are wicked in Maine
Mhm.
too. So I mean, just to say you
Yeah.
put that jersey on, like that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man, that was pretty special. You know, I think I 100% made the right choice going to Maine. I ended up being captain, which was also another. I couldn't even. It was such a cool feeling when they named me
Yeah.
captain. I don't even know how to describe it, guys. Like that's such a historic program too. So it meant a lot. And then, yeah, I mean, small, tiny town, but a lot of good times and some great friends I'll have for the rest of my life. I made there.
That's wicked.
So I've never been to a college hockey. That's a lie. I've been to one college hockey, not old enough to kind of remember the atmosphere, but I've been to a lot of college football, and it's fucking wild. Like it's more wild at college football than it is at NFL games.
Mhm.
Is it the same kind of thing for college hockey? Like is it just as wild?
I would say so. It's dependent on where you're playing, right? So you get those certain markets. Like I live in Georgia now, so you go to UGA game and they're absolutely packed. Like I don't
Yeah.
know how much that stadium holds, but they sell it out,
Mhm.
and that's similar to what Maine is for hockey in that state, right? Like the Black Bears are Maine's like pride and joy. So those games were at the Alpha. I don't know. You can do YouTube some videos. The
Yeah.
rink is absolutely crazy. Student section's wild. Obviously, to a much lesser scale. I think the Alpha holds like 7 or 8,000,
Wow.
but or maybe even less. I don't know. But we would pack that place, and it was special. It's so I usually compare to like Maine or even North Dakota or those kind of places
Mhm.
that you think of when you think of college hockey to like the SEC in football.
Wow, that's
It's
wicked.
the UGA stadium holds 93,000 people.
Yeah, I knew it was around that. It's insane.
That's fucking insane.
It's fucking so many people, man. I've only been to a spring game there, and it was off the rockers, like a preseason game, and there
Yeah.
had to have been 70,000 there. I was like, how? These people are nuts.
Yeah, it's nuts. Like I've never been. Like the craziest stadium I went to was the University of Michigan,
I was gonna say you went there.
and it's just fucking like retarded how
Yeah.
how packed, like how many people there are, how packed it is, and it's just like you're just glued no
Yeah.
matter where you
Mhm.
go, whether it's the pisser and it's. I feel like everywhere I went in Detroit, it was always the trough
Yeah.
pissers, and it's just
Yeah.
like to accommodate the most amount of people.
Yeah.
Like,
Just whip it out and go. Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
but just glued
Yeah.
everywhere.
And you're standing up for most of it too. Like I know, like
Yeah.
Mm.
like Josh, like my brother's a big Steelers fan, and like he's been to a couple Steelers games, and he said, yeah, same thing. Troughs, you're pissing. The guy beside you's pissing on your shoes. You know, like it's just
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Those are greasy. Those ones, the trough pissers. Those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of I'm going to San Francisco for the first time this year, so
Yeah,
I hope.
wear rubber boots, bud.
Yeah, I know. I hope Levi's Stadium's a little bit more classy, but
Yeah.
I have a feeling it is, but who knows now with all the homeless stuff going on there. Let's
Yeah.
not get into that. We're not a political podcast.
yeah,
but-
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah.
My
No,
God,
no,
I
we're
can't even
not.
spell politics. Fuck. I don't know
Yeah.
how to do it.
That's sad, man.
Well, that's why I drive a forklift for a living. We've come to this conclusion. We've come to this conclusion. I was never hired because my math or intelligence is about
Yeah.
sports, right?
So-
I
so when
only
did-
have
when
you
did
on
you
for your
guys-
good looks?
When did you guys start the podcast? So I know you said 28 episodes. So you do one a week normally. Is that how you?
Yeah, so I actually started with my buddy Justin. I forget if it was like end of October, beginning November.
Okay.
And
About right.
and we started at his place and just started off like hitting up like radio hosts because I would call in on like PSN 690 like a couple times a week and just message them, and then it kind of snowballed where I'd be like, hey, like, who should I ask next? And then they would kind of, I don't know if it was like a joke or they're like, yeah, reach out to this guy, and it was their colleague. So I ended up having almost everybody from 690 on the podcast. And then I'm not sure if you know, like, Brock McBride.
Yeah, I know
yeah,
Brock.
he was a beauty, came on, he was a guest on a couple episodes, and then again from there, he's all like, you should reach out to this guy. And then I was fortunate enough to work with Hockey Canada. Met Craig Button. Craig Button got me in the door with a couple more people. And then Absolute Beauty, a buddy of mine, Reggie Latulip, got me in touch with some guys from Sportsnet, notably his cousin Jim Lang, who's been kind of a mentor to me. He'll text me and be like, don't do that. Get your hands out of your fucking pockets. And then, but Justin ended up backing out. He had some family stuff he had to attend to, and Laddie came on for a guest episode. And the went straight through the roof. Probably one of my most viewed episodes.
It was pretty fucking.
Because I was gonna plan on just getting like a list of guest people and kind of like get some feedback of who rated the best, and I ended up just doing one, and the first one was Laddie, and the trial ended with Laddie, and I offered it to him. I'm pretty sure like within a couple days of it airing.
Yeah,
that's fucking awesome. I love it.
Yeah, and his answer, well, I've asked wife, but I'm in.
Yeah, well, I mean, you asked me. I have like I got a 4-month-old at home. I'm like, oh well,
yeah.
All she wrote.
Who did the logo? Because it's cool. I like it.
So the original logo I had was very ECHL logo.
It was
It was very cartoony, and as soon as I knew I had to change it, when I went to the Hockey Canada thing, and they were using a very similar logo for like their kids skating in between periods, I'm like, I need to change this up. But it was weird because Craig Button, like, one of his comments off air was like, I fucking love this. Like, this looks good. But then when I seen the kids skating with it at intermission, I'm like, need to clean it up a bit. And I came up with a few different choices, and I think you and the wife voted on them, and this is the one we ended up with.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But Canva's been a beauty, and
no, it's going. Yeah,
you guys are killing it.
Merch and everything now. So.
Yeah. Check us out on Etsy.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on Etsy.
We're on
Etsy store.
Yeah. We got a bunch of merch. We'll have to get. I've been doing some player merch. I got like Brandon Tanev's Crazy Eyes on a shirt.
Oh, those are good.
I got a couple. Chirping the Leafs, but we'll have to get some Chase Pearson. Maybe I'll get a photo of you playing guitar, and at the back get 46 Pearson.
You and your dad with the long hair. Who wore it better?
Dude. That's tight.
We'll do. We can do that. Yeah, I'll send you something. There's one in this room. We have like some memorabilia in this other room over here.
That's tight.
There's probably a photo.
We'll get that up there, and we'll get
flow. Got flow. No, it sounds a little. Never mind. I take that back.
Hey,
we'll figure something out. We'll keep the creative stuff to the ideas, guys.
Yeah, to you. Yeah, I'll just show up and talk hockey. Okay, I'll just keep it to that.
We'll get something. I'll send you some mock-ups, and even before we publish anything. And no, I think that'd be tight. Yeah. Chase Pearson merch.
Yeah.
Let's go. Hopefully you sell one. I don't know. It'd be tough.
Well, I mean, we'll definitely pressure some family into
Yes, I was gonna say reach out to Lori, reach out to Dave.
Lori, Dave.
Yeah. I'll buy one for Nance. I'll buy one for Annie Thelma.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's
go. So I guess we should get back into hockey. I guess a little.
I don't even know what we were.
Yeah. So you got to play your first game. I think it was last season in the NHL. Was it last? Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can guess the team. Was it against San Jose?
No, the Islanders.
Okay, but I did watch it. This is even worse. Made me think. So, like, how was that feeling? Like, how was that phone call? Did you get pulled into the room, the manager's room? Did you think you did something wrong?
No, actually, crazy story. We were in California at the time with the Griffins, and we played in Ontario. We got smacked like 5-1 or 5-2 the night before, and then we were busing up to Bakersfield, which is in Northern California. So it's like I think around 4 hours north. Anyways, it's late night. We're probably 2 a.m. or nah, not 2, maybe midnight, but on the highway going north, dead stop. All of a sudden, complete dead stop. Traffic completely stopped. There's some crash. Someone passed away, unfortunately, and the highway was shut down for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So this delayed us getting in even more. We ended up moving and getting into the hotel around probably 4 a.m. after our game the previous night, sitting on the bus the whole time. And so I was out. I was like, the next day was going to be off. Yeah.
Is there any sleeping on the bus? Like I probably could not sleep on a. And like, we're talking coach bus, right?
You don't call it sleep. It's not sleep. It's not
Yeah.
real.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure, just paint a picture. You're not on the short bus on the way to.
Sometimes I feel like I should be, but they, you know. Yeah. So, anyways, we got into the hotel late, and then I think the next day was off or something. And anyway, I got a phone call at 9 a.m. on my hotel room phone. Hey, Chase, it's Torque. We're gonna call you up. We got a car service coming in 45 minutes. Just pack your stuff. I was like, cool. Like, where's Detroit? So I looked on my phone. I was like, oh, they're in New York. Sweet. So I went to the lobby. It was 9 a.m. So got the car service all the way back to LA to fly out. So that's about 2.5 hours or 3 hours back the direction we just came. Got on a plane.
Why couldn't you guys call like fucking
5 hours ago?
Yeah.
I know, it's crazy, man. But so they probably didn't know, and then got on a plane from LA to New York City, and I got into New York at like I think it was midnight or something, or 12:30, and then I got to the hotel, went to sleep, woke up, went to pregame skate, came back and played that night in New York.
So being a rookie, you don't normally get your own room. So like in the sense of you're getting called, you do?
In the NHL, not in the American League.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've been fucking lied to my entire life. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Continue on then. That my question doesn't matter.
Well, we can talk about American League roommates because everyone gets a roommate there in the AHL.
Well, I want to. I
have your own room in the NHL.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
I thought they were roommates. I thought they always talk about roommates.
Well, I thought rookies had roommates. I knew once you
back
certain dues, you had your own, but
so back in my dad's day, I believe that the rookies did have roommates, but now everyone gets their own room.
See, that's the issue. We've only been talking to guys that are retired
that haven't played in 75 years. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, they all got day jobs now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's tight. And like, what kind of hotel are we staying in? Is Days Inn? Are we Fairmont?
I think you know the answer to your question. The one in Islanders was I can't remember the name of it. It was a 5-star hotel though.
Okay.
Everything you could want, you got a separate living space with, I don't know, what comes in nice hotels. I don't stay in them often. Heated floors
I know.
in
I
the
can't
bathroom.
You tell me.
Like probably a bidet in the bathroom, like that kind of stuff.
Me.
Yeah, yeah. So, and then usually like a JW, other places like in New York City was right in Times Square, so that was cool.
That's wicked.
Yeah.
So, did you get a rookie lap?
No, Detroit doesn't do them.
One of the teams that don't do them.
One of the teams that don't do them. So
were you wanting one?
Lap. I didn't care. I was just there playing. I was focused on the game.
Helmet or no helmet? Did you have to wear a helmet?
Yeah, I would have been fined out the ass if I didn't wear a helmet. And you know what? American League money. I'm up for a few days. I'm keeping every penny I can.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah,
it's fair. Yeah, because I remember you got called up, and I'm like, I fucking like bought the NHL package. I'm like, I don't fucking watch Detroit games. I was like, watching fucking Chase's. Alex is like, what are you fucking watching this for? I'm like, fucking Chase's first game.
Three.
Yeah, I love it.
Package.
No, I mean it wasn't that much.
I love it.
Yeah. No,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
we're big fans of yours here. Well, in
Yeah.
the Lauderdale family, anyways. I know,
Yeah.
I
I'm a
know,
big
I know,
fan.
I know.
I remember when you were playing in Cornwall, you
Mhm.
came over to our place a couple times. You were hanging out with my sister,
What's your sister's name?
Marnie.
Oh, Marnie. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Marnie. Okay, yeah, I know Marnie.
yeah. No, I remember.
I didn't know that was your sister. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's my sister. Yeah, no,
She was in my grade, I think.
yeah, yeah. And I
Yeah.
remember she's like,
In
yeah,
St. Joe's.
got a Colts player coming over. I'm like, oh, I'm like, who? And Chase Pearson. My dad's like, yeah, it's Scott's son. And my dad was like fangirling, and I was just like,
Yeah.
yeah. Like Scott, yeah,
Oh,
I'm
that's
friends
good.
with Scott. And I'm like,
Yeah,
anytime he
Yeah.
can tell me that, he's like, yeah, I was texting with Scott Pearson today. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
nice, Dad.
Thanks. Yeah.
So did my dad know your dad? Obviously. Are
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they I don't know if it was golf. They played baseball together, but like my
Probably
grandfather
softball.
in Gary were very tight.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, that's
breakfast
right.
every morning at Harv's and
Yeah.
Definitely beers at the Blue Anchor.
put beers at the Blue. Played
Oh
some
yeah.
Cubs hockey.
Yeah.
They played a little earlier hockey together as well, um, but no, definitely they played some ball and maybe some ball hockey as well. Bob. Um,
That was a big thing. Ball hockey back in the day for them, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I think I have to ask my stepdad this, but he played ball hockey one time, and your dad was playing, and my stepdad blew out his knee, and it was your dad's stick that he slipped and tripped on.
Come
And
on.
it was before Joelle, but it was before Joelle and my mom had gotten together. Joelle was only 19 or 20 when this happened. I don't know if I'm just fucking making shit up, but I'm pretty sure that's the story.
It sounds plausible. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
your
I
dad just
feel like that could be true.
yeah. I
Or
mean,
Scotty just got mad and just slashed him in the kneecap or something.
I mean,
Just
you know, it happens.
it
Those two
could be it.
No, I think it was a whole going into the corner stick.
Oh,
Yeah,
stick,
yeah.
yeah. But hey,
Back to your career.
yeah.
Uh,
Alright.
So you played your first game. Do you remember who your line mates were?
Yeah, Adam Ernie and Sam Gagne.
Ooh, I love Sam Gagne.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, that guy has some filthy fucking hands.
Yeah.
Oh, he's nasty. Such a good
yeah.
player.
I remember just with the Oilers,
Very underrated too.
It just seemed like every game ended up going to a shootout for them, and he would just have some nasty. And I think he had like a 4 or 5 goal game.
Yeah, he had some good years in Edmonton, and even Detroit. He was still. I don't know how old he is now,
He's
but
in
he's still.
Winnipeg right now.
Yeah, he's still making an impact, man. The guy finds a way to stay relevant in the NHL, which is hard to do, and he's made a very, very good career and great dude too. Like he made a point to come talk to me when I got called up and stuff. So
That's sick.
that stuff goes a long way, especially when I'm bushy eyed or bright eyed, bushy tailed in the locker room.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking unless spoken to, right? So
Yeah.
Was there anybody that you walked in the dressing room and you were like starstruck by?
no, because I'd been at camp with all the same guys, right? So it's not like anyone I don't know that's there.
Okay.
You played the Island.
Yeah.
Played the Islanders, so yeah.
So I know.
Oh, I played Chara. Yeah, that was cool.
Fuck, that's wild.
I mean, how big
Yeah.
is that fucking prick on the ice?
Man, oh my god, I was going to the net one time and he just like boxed me out, and I was like, oh god, I almost fell backwards. He like one arm me in the corner, and I'm like, holy
man. Yeah.
This guy's like 260. I can't even move with around one arm of his.
Yeah.
And he just ran the
Crazy.
Boston Marathon
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
successfully,
Wild.
like finished, like
crazy, dude.
yeah.
Crazy. That guy's at something else. And he's almost what, 46 or 45 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's because he retired at
Yeah.
43 or 44, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just warrior, but he's super nice. So he actually, it's funny, he played against my dad when my dad was in the league.
Holy fuck,
Yeah,
eh?
that's wicked.
So yeah, I played with him in the Islanders actually. So it's like
Yeah.
it all came full circle when I played my first game in New York, and then it was against Char. I actually went up to after the game, shook his hands, like, hey, I just have to introduce myself. This is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there anybody else that you played again in your stint when you were up with Detroit that you like lined up against and you're like, holy shit?
Panarin.
Fuck, that's sick.
Panarin was nasty. Like he was
Yeah.
something else in New York. That guy just so shifty, so good with the puck. Puck doesn't come off his stick. Like I was on the ice against him one time and gapping up at the neutral zone, and he's coming at me like they dropped the puck to him or something, and I'm like flat-footed at the red line. I'm like, oh my fuck, what the hell am I gonna do?
Yeah,
I just like put my stick one way. I was like, just go the other way, please. Please.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was unbelievable too.
So a question I had, number 46, is that a number you picked, or did you just walk into the dressing room and that's what you got?
I would never pick that number.
No,
Terrible.
it
It's a
seemed like a
terrible
random
number.
number, so it seemed like
Yeah.
this is what we got with us.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It's I don't know, someone in the staff picks it, and then that's you're that for the entire time you're there, which is obviously I'm not gonna go up and demand my number, but
Yeah, just march right
I'm
up
just
to the office.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just, hey, Steve,
Yeah,
yeah,
I want
Steve, I want
Larkin's number.
Yeah.
yeah, give me 71, man.
Yeah.
That's my
Give me
number.
give me 19.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You know, like,
No,
lower it from the rafters,
Yeah.
Bud. Pearson's in town, baby.
oh my god.
3 games, yeah, guys, give me my own number.
Yeah.
I was just happy to be there. So like, I could have worn number freaking 69, and I would have been happy.
That's a
you know?
tight number. That's a
That
great
was-
number.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
We actually
Exactly.
have merch that it's an average Jocks sweater, and at the back it says, instead of Jocks, it just says average Jocks 69.
Love it. That should sell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's tight. But if you had your say, like let's say they're all like out of camp next year, you're gonna be a regular, get yourself a place here.
Mhm.
Like, what number are you picking? Like
Call it 22.
22.
It's like your dad.
If I had a choice, I mean choice, but that's Luffers. Now Matt Luff was wearing that this year, so I wouldn't get a choice. I'd be number 46.
Yeah.
You know what? It's fine though. I'm
69 is a great
happy to
number.
be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, or that. I wonder
Push
if
for it.
someone's ever worn. Has anyone ever worn that in the NHL?
I
know?
think there is. I actually have a book. I'm not sure where it is, but it has like everybody who's ever worn any number.
And someone wore
There is
69.
somebody. You know what? Josh Hosang, I think, wore 69.
No, we're 66.
Yeah, but I think he wore 69
He
before.
got fucking shit on for wearing 66.
Greg
Did he?
McKay.
Yeah, he did. They gave him the whole Mario Lemieux, all this and all that, and then his response was, "It's not retired, like a league round, right?" Like when he was in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I agree with him. It's not like
Yeah. Who can, at that point, if it's not 99, it's not retired throughout the whole league. Like you can
Yeah.
wear it. I don't know. It probably should be, but
Andrew
You know?
Desjardins wore 69. Alex Burmistrov.
oh,
Nick Backstrom.
I wonder if that was a gag or when he first came into the league.
Actually, sorry, he only wore 69 when he played in the KHL.
Do you have a big K on his jersey too for captain?
No, it was during the lockout, so it's when they just
Oh.
went. But
Yeah.
there's also a notable mention to Pierce Grandchamp, who plays for the Colorado Avalanche sledge hockey team.
All right.
Ah,
Fun fact.
Yeah. Also, too, you played for the U19 American team. Did you have a chance to play for both Canada and America?
and so I actually played in the World Junior A Challenge. So my first year in Cornwall, I made Team Canada East,
Mhm.
which is in that tournament, and then my second year in Youngstown, I made the U.S. team for the same tournament. So that was pretty fun.
That's wicked.
So how did you have to renounce that you're not like are you able to go back now? Like Team Canada calls you up for the what's that? Holinka Gretz? No. What is it? The tournament
World Championships or
World
whatever,
Championships, sorry.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, could you just go play for Canada now? Like, is it back and forth?
I don't know. Good question. I'd have to figure that out if that happened. I don't know. I think it was because I was under a certain age that I was able to do it or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, details are not my thing for
Yeah.
especially that.
Semantics.
Yeah.
What about putting the puck in the net? It's all that matters.
Very true.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's hard to do, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, you're preaching to the choir.
Okay.
Yeah, I pride myself on being a defensive defenseman.
Stay at home defense.
yeah. Hey,
Stay-
man, honestly, a good defensive defenseman though, you have to have one.
Yeah, for sure. I do not like straying far from my end. I
Yeah.
don't have to go very far forward. It means I don't have to come very far back. The skating is my, tree trunk legs, but all fat. All fat.
That's all right.
It's okay.
That's all right.
Yeah. I just stand in front, clear
Yeah.
my way, block shots not on purpose, and go back
And
to the
then you
bench
get paid.
for a long break.
Yeah. Long break.
And then
Yeah.
pay your men's league dues.
Yeah, just fucking
Yeah.
sucking air on the bench.
Drinking beer after the game. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it's about though, man. I always like every time I come back in the summer, even skating in the mornings, like there's still guys that are 55, 60 still playing. I'm like, they must do it for the camaraderie because they don't look like they're doing too well on the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm 20. How old are you?
I'll be 29 this year.
So I'll be 28, and my Wii Fit age is probably like 76.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I could definitely qualify for some hubs tournaments.
I mean,
Uh,
I skate every Sunday and I'm still fucking just gassed every
Yeah.
time. Absolutely gassed.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
my-
that you can't train for hockey. You can only play it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's like I mean,
Literally.
it probably doesn't help that I fucking smoke weed before I get on the ice, but
Yeah. Well, it just keeps you dialed in though.
oh, it does.
Oh, it fucking the puck moves real fucking slow. That's for sure.
You know
Slows
what?
the game down. Slows
Yeah,
the game
Oh,
does.
1000%
It does.
I again, being a bigger guy, did not do well on the beep test at all. Awful on the beep test. Do they have the beep test? Because you came whenever you were 16 to Cornwall,
Mhm.
but did they do the beep test in the States?
Oh yeah, I used to
Yeah.
try. I used to try and be the last one. I was the hardo in middle school that would just do it until
Just
I
keep
couldn't
going.
do
You're
it.
still the last one.
I
There's
was the
nobody
hardo.
to
Everyone
watch.
else was they were just watching me, and then now looking back, I'm like, what was I doing?
You were that kid in gym class that fucking curved his stick like this when you guys played
Oh,
hockey
100%.
or what?
100%.
No, literally, that was me. Yeah, it was me.
No, don't even feel bad, man. I had permission from the gym teacher. I brought my own twig, and I had the plastic thing, and just like I'm the only one. Just everybody has the flimsy plastic. I'm fucking slash wooden stick, fucking plastic curve, just sniping. But no, I remember just fucking. I don't know what the score is again, but it chunks of time, whatever. So I think like my average maybe like 6 to 8 minutes beep test, and I got really stoned with my buddy Ricky, and go and run the beep test that day, and it was maybe like 20 minutes after getting stoned, and ended up running like fucking 12 to 14 minutes and just keeping up with Joel Levac. And I don't know if you know who Joel Levac is. You probably don't, but just just a God's gift to this earth when it comes to athleticism. And he's just like, I'm not letting you be last. And I'm just like, please just let me be last. I need this. I need this. He didn't let me be last, but valiant effort that's still talked to today amongst my friends of just a magical run.
Love it.
Yeah.
I mean,
just think where I would have been if I would have been able to
if you didn't get that cold in grade 9.
Yeah, no, I just would have went places, man.
Exactly.
You guys
that
would have been
hangnail.
me.
Yeah, we would have been. I would.
Yeah.
When you guys are on the road, how hard is it to like stay healthy and like eat healthy? Like especially since you guys are on the bus a lot. Like, is that tough?
Relatively, but for the most part, like you're provided a meal on game day, and then, I mean, just kind of dinner's usually finding a spot, and a lot of times it's provided after the games from the team, which is normally healthy. So, yeah.
You guys get per diem on the road?
Yeah, we do, which is nice.
And like what? Like you guys go to like Golden Corral or something as a team?
No, we just on our own. I usually go with a couple of guys. Yeah, it's nothing crazy. Like normally you go with, I mean, some guys like to go solo. Some guys go with group of 5, 6. I usually try and keep it under 4, or else it gets out of hand with the amount of time you're sitting at the restaurant. But
yeah,
not Golden Corral. I haven't been to Golden Corral since my dad took me there.
Corral. Big fan.
Like that's one of the biggest things I'm excited for to go to San Francisco is all the American fast food restaurants.
Yeah, so like, what's your go-to? Your group of 4 is heading out.
Yeah, honestly, every city. Nah, well, maybe in Austin, yeah. Austin, Texas, you got a nice Shake Shack. Just depends where you're at. Like, sometimes you want a nice meal. Other times you're just so tired from whatever, you just DoorDash in your room. Just depends what I'm in the mood for.
All right. Well, I won't feel as bad next time I DoorDash, knowing that you do it as well.
Oh yeah, take advantage of it.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
I think DoorDash might reach out to us now. Get a little code, Chase Pearson 20 or something.
Yeah.
And now the sponsor break for DoorDash.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
AJP for 30% off.
That'd be
There you
fucking
go.
great. I mean,
Yeah.
that'd be great. So you've been in Grand Rapids for 4 years. Like, wow, was like, do you remember your first goal when you got there? Like, how,
Actually,
like, how did that feel?
it's funny, man. So I signed after school and season ended, and then went to GR and scored my first goal at home. I remember this. I don't know why I remember this. I came in on the right wing, went to like I drove a little bit wide, probably top of the circle, stopped up, was looking to pass, saw like a couple guys just closing the gap on me, so I just shot it towards the net because I saw guys going there. It hit off the defenseman's skate and went in the net.
That
That was my first pro goal, and I was like, "This is crazy." I honestly didn't even want to celebrate it. I was like, "That's kind of embarrassing."
No way.
It went in.
Do you get to pick your own goal song?
No.
What do you guys rock out to in Grand Rapids? Like, what's going on when you guys?
The horn. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the.
Well, I just
song
meant the
right
goal
after.
song after. No, you don't get jamming.
Yeah.
I don't. I honestly, the only time I listen to the music is when I'm sitting on the bench, and the whistle stopped and they're playing a banger. Then I'll listen to it.
Okay, like what's a banger for you?
I love rock, man. So like some
Yeah.
Iron Maiden. You know, they got Maiden going. All those. You know what? Baby Shark. Do 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 do. That
Oh,
one
that's
kind of
tight.
slaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
They
son
play
is
that
not getting
sometimes.
introduced to that fucking shit.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
happening.
Better not come to
No
my
way.
place, babysit.
Yeah, it's fucking between that and Coco Melon. That's fucking forbidden in my household.
Yeah, you're gonna wanna. Yeah, probably
I
not
wake
do
up in
great
the
things
morning and
after you hear that 100 times.
Yeah, we watch fucking Jason 30 like real men.
Yeah. So if you had to choose, what would be like you score a goal, you got to pick your own. What would you want played?
Probably the old Thrashers goal song. Trying to remember the name of it. Oh, frick. See, now I can't remember it, but in Youngstown we had a goal song. It was like remember the I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck, it was in NHL.
That one. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
sound like
yeah.
a dumbass on this podcast, but you know,
We're
whatever.
definitely making that a clip, Chase. Sorry, man.
Yeah, you should clip
Yeah.
it, put it on Instagram.
Part of your mixtape.
Yeah, exactly. That'll be your intro.
Yeah.
I'll put some filters on too. Just get you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When you guys are in the room, like, is everyone listening to their own? You guys listen to music? Has everyone got headphones in? Like, what's the vibe in the dressing room when you guys are at home?
It's usually just we have the speaker system's actually pretty good in GR's room. So we usually have one guy playing a playlist and try and mix it up. But some guys wear earphones in the locker room. Most guys just listen to the songs that our DJ plays.
Who's your DJ?
It rotates, honestly. So most of the time it was Taro Hiroshi this year, and then Dominic Shine was also part-time DJ this year. He had full-time duties last year and just didn't want the pressure this year. So.
Like how like
Kinda delegated
like we're
it.
talking pressure. Like, are you trying to cater to everybody? So you got a guy that's in a country. You gotta throw a few like country songs in there, or like are you just
not
like,
pregame?
Not pregame.
No, pregame's not country. Normally that's in the morning skate. You're kind of just chilling, you know, whatever. But before the game, it's a little more upbeat stuff.
So like we're
Rapper.
looking dubstep, rap, fucking some metal.
Yeah, sometimes metal, but most of the time it's not, unfortunately, for me.
Yeah, metal's where it's at. I'm a big metalhead, so I'm cool. I'm
Me
alright
too.
with that. Yeah.
I would get my DJ, privileges removed pretty fucking quick.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
Yes.
What would you be playing?
To be honest, nothing fires me the fuck up more than some Billy Joel.
Okay, I mean, hey, that's better than probably a lot of the stuff I would play for everyone else.
Yeah, I don't know. I take a lot of flack. Also, my
Oh,
guilty pleasure is musicals. So you'd probably
Oh,
like.
you like musicals? Do you like
Oh,
Hamilton?
No, no,
You don't-
sorry, not that I don't like Hamilton. I haven't seen Hamilton, and by musicals I meant more like Disney films.
Oh, like high school
Yeah,
musical.
some bangers from like back in the day. I'm just trying to think, like something from the Jungle Book.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe some like Louis Prima from the Jungle Book. I don't know. You know,
The fact that you know their actual names is pretty wild. Okay, but I
I
still
don't know. I've been to Disney like fucking 16
Oh
times.
man.
fair.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I'd definitely get stripped quick, even in the car with my fiance. Like if I stop the car to get gas or something, she disconnects my phone and connects hers. And
Just kicked off the ox.
yeah,
Yeah.
kicked off the aux. I'm driving, and I'm just like, I'm the one that needs to be. You know, if you don't play what I want, like I can just take this car right off the road real quick.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I always just tell
Right.
Alex. I always just tell Alex to mix in a couple punk rock songs every now and then or something, like keep me going. But
Keep everyone happy.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it's I used to go to festivals a lot. I used to go to Rock Fest a lot. That was those took years off my life. But I mean, hey,
Mhm.
I mean, I'm going to see Shania Twain this year.
Oh, that's
I'm pretty
tight.
hyped about.
That'll be a good show though. I would like to see Shania Twain.
Yeah,
I seen her, fantastic.
Settle
10 out of 10 recommend.
Second time going to
Yeah.
see her.
Okay.
I love it, guys.
Yeah,
First CD I ever bought.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yep.
Wow.
Night Twain, greatest hits, baby.
Wow, that's embarrassing.
Well,
I'm kidding. I'm fucking with you.
All right, real
She's a legend.
question. Real question. Do you put pineapple on pizza?
Fuck yeah.
what the fuck?
I love a pineapple and ham pizza.
Okay, coming from the States, like what are we
Yeah,
talking
what-
pizza?
yeah.
Like Papa John's? What's your pizza
Yeah.
choice?
Papa John's, Domino's. I like Domino's personally if I do pizza. I'm not a huge pizza guy though. I'm not, honestly, I don't eat pizza a lot.
What's your favorite food then?
Oh, good
You
question.
say salad, I'm gonna
Um,
I'm getting on the next plane to Georgia, I'm punching you in the throat.
I actually like kale. It's my favorite.
What
food.
the fuck is wrong with you?
Quinoa.
I'm
Yeah.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Next,
My
you're gonna
favorite,
tell me
like-
you have the shoes that your toes go into that the people wear.
No,
that
just barefoot. I just go barefoot everywhere. I'm just kidding. No, if I had a favorite food, like I can't go wrong with a good quality burger.
okay.
Yeah, solid.
Some
My
grass-fed
rule-
beef.
My rule is if you go to a restaurant, you don't know what to eat, and you order the burger and it fucking sucks, the rest of the food's gonna suck.
It's usually how it is because you can't cook a good burger. What the fuck else can you do?
You can't fuck up a burger, Bucky.
No.
Okay, so what's your favorite burger joint then?
Favorite burger joint.
Yeah.
I love Shake Shack is up there for me. Love Shake Shack. People like Whataburger. I'm not a huge fan of Whataburger. But honestly, I'd rather go to like a nicer restaurant and order the burger than go to one of those fast food places.
Okay.
That's fair.
Right.
Fuck up a nice burger.
So I want to give Harvey's a redemption because I ripped on Harvey's a few weeks ago. I'm not redeeming the brand because I still think it's poo-poo, but like if we're building a Chase Pearson burger and it's going on the menu, what are you topping this burger with?
See, I think personally, I like a good lettuce, tomato, but only one piece of lettuce and one slice of tomato.
Yeah, you're not having a salad.
Yeah.
No, you can't put too much because too much lettuce on there fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It just ruins the burger. And then honestly, other than that, maybe a little bit of mustard and ketchup, but not much. And then
Nothing
you just kinda-
fancy.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, nice brioche bun and you're
Ooh, that was my next
Yeah.
question. Any cheese
Yeah.
on there?
set. Cheese, yeah, if I'm gonna do cheese, probably a Swiss or something.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
Sounds good, right? I'm freaking.
Now
Make
I'm
it
fucking
fun.
hungry.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know. I'm stopping at McDonald's on the way home.
What's
I can-
what's your side? What's your complementing side?
Fries.
Okay, and are you a like a Cajun fry, a waffle fry, sweet potato?
Nah, truffle fries. I love truffle fries.
Okay, and are you dipping in ketchup?
If good truffle fry, you don't need to.
Well,
But
I
a
guess
bad
that's-
fry, you have to dip it. Yeah.
Your dip, you're not a ketchup on.
No, you can't ruin fries.
That's
like
good.
That.
That was a question that I would ask at the combine. Are you a
can't-
dipper or are you a ketchup on? There's one right answer.
That was
If
my-
you
it's
put
on-
ketchup on, get the fuck out.
Yeah. Pack your fucking ship, bud. You're going to the coast
Yeah.
league.
You know what's
Exactly.
crazy about Quebec? They don't, when you go to Quebec, like they don't give you ketchup, they give you mayo. The first thing they give you. So if you order
Yeah.
a burger and fries, they'll be like, "You guys want mayonnaise for your fries?" And I'm like,
Yeah, they also want to be a separatist country.
Yeah.
So their credibility out the door. The two things they've given this country is poutine and the Montreal Canadiens, and that's it.
and the Montreal Expos.
If
Yeah, but
you
they
put
left. You
mayonnaise, if you put mayonnaise on your fries, you're a serial killer.
100%.
I can agree with that.
And I am going to show that to a girl at work that just literally dips her fries in mayo, and she's like, "It's just normal," and I'm just like, "No, it's not. Don't do
I
that."
don't think so. I don't think so. Although I substitute Greek yogurt for mayo, so
That's
I'm
fine.
also
That's
a little
healthy.
bit weird.
It's healthy.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
The nutritionist for the Red Wings organization. It's a good choice.
That's a good choice. Yeah.
She's actually really good. Lisa
Yeah?
McDowell. She's great. I learned a lot from her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, there was a guy that was eating fucking mayo at the fucking Leafs game. Did you see that?
No,
He was in the front row, like when they were in Tampa,
just
and
mucking mayo.
just eating fucking mayo, and he was dipping something in it. That was fucking gross. It might have been pickles.
Was he really?
It might have been pickles and mayo.
Ugh, that's gross.
That is definitely he has to be on a watch list somewhere. No fly list for that guy.
Well, he definitely wasn't at the next game. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
disgusting.
good.
Well, the last question I have for you is, if you had to make your ideal line, who are you playing with? Who is it? And it doesn't have to be guys you've played with. It can be guys like you think that you would gel with. Like, who's getting Scott Pearson a 50-goal season?
Is that McDavid? Number one, obviously. That guy's
that's fair.
He has like 100 assists every year.
Well, he's the only reason he didn't go in the first round.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah,
Yeah.
McDavid, like, he took all the hype away from me. I think I was close
100%,
to second
yeah.
overall, but
That's what I heard. I was the
Yeah.
rumblings.
no, I was honestly, yeah, McDavid, and then that's a tough one, man. On forward, probably someone that's a distributor, like a Joe Thornton in his prime.
Ooh,
Ooh,
great
that's good.
choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that would I
Like,
would
we're
love to play
talking
those
big
guys.
beard Joe Thornton.
Big beard
right?
Joe.
Okay,
I actually played
that's
against
prime.
him when I played Florida too. That's funny.
Yeah, he has some big dick energy. That guy, like,
Yeah, just a legend.
And who's a goalie in a deep pairing you wouldn't want to go up against?
Vasilevsky for sure. Goalie in Tampa. He's nasty.
It's a pretty
And
easy
then,
choice.
Deep pairing I wouldn't want to play against.
I mean, you play against Daniel Chara, so I feel like that's got to be one guy.
He's probably one far defensively. Like, the guy's just so big. You can, right. Like, you can't get around him. Chara, and then you got to say someone like a McCarr. The guy's so dynamic, right?
Yeah,
I played against him in college. He was nasty.
really.
That's
Yeah.
not a brag, but
Boys, I might have to go get my laptop charger here. I'm at 1%.
You know what? We'll wrap it up. We've had you on for over an hour now. You've been a beauty.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I loved it.
yeah.
Well, good. That means we'll have to get you back on. You tell all your friends.
For
and
sure.
Then,
I will.
Beauty.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Thanks for coming on, Chase. Appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, boys. It was awesome. Anytime. Just let me know.
Thank you
for
so
sure.
much.
Thanks, Chase.
Take
Take
care.
care, guys.
Later.
See ya.
Bye.